What's happening, guys? Lockie here, and I am in Thailand. I've officially moved out of Bali, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a bit of a house tour because I am in the new place, in the new crib, and I'm going to give you an update on why I'm in Thailand, my lessons from Bali, and what I'm going to be doing moving forward in kind of like my entrepreneurial business career. So I'm not sure if you can see the view from here. This is a pretty dope view. Let's just jump straight into the tour. So this is kind of like the outside here. Got an outdoor shower. I would definitely be using this more than my own shower. In Bali, I stayed in a lot of villas that had outdoor bathrooms. Not a huge fan of the bathroom, but like, man, showering in the sun with that view in the morning will be really nice. This is the outdoor pool. I don't really like these ledges here. I think it'd look cooler without it, but I think that's predominantly so the water doesn't go on the sides. So anyway, what am I doing in Bali? Sorry, Thailand. First time in Koh Samui, by the way. I've been in Thailand, Phuket a lot of times. For those of you who know, you know. But first time in Koh Samui. I don't know anyone here. I'm living by myself in the crib, which is what I like, which is what I've usually always done. Alrighty, this is the living room. Smart TV. Obviously, we're bumping Travis. Jack Boys 2 album going crazy. I'm going to be sitting here pretty soon watching the finale of Stranger Things. This is my current desk. This is the work setup until I get one of the other bedrooms converted into a home office. And baby, check out that Wi-Fi speed, cuz! 424 megabytes, 412 megabytes upload. Come on, bro. You know we're going to cook. You know we're going to cook. We've got internet speeds like that, fam. Kitchen, I don't really cook, so this is not really going to get much use. But I guess it's a nice kitchen. Bathroom, unfortunately I have a bath. I low-key love to take a hot bath. I guess his and hers. This is the primary master bedroom. So this is where I'm gonna be sleeping and chilling and all that kind of good stuff. It's really nice. The thing I love about this place is how open the lighting is. Like, it's really bright. Heaps of natural lighting, which motivates me to get up and be active and do work. Cupboards are really nice, for anyone who actually gives a shit about that. Yeah, so why did I move to Thailand? What are the lessons? All that kind of good stuff. So to explain that, I have to go back to when I first started in business. So when I first started in business, it was in Melbourne, Australia. Before that, I was smoking weed every day, partying a bit. So when I got into business and actually locked in, I gave up everything. For about 6 years, I had virtually no social life. This is the third bedroom for any of my friends that want to come and hang out. I'm so alone. You can sleep there, rent free. Speaking of rent, this place is 150,000 Thai baht a month, which is like, I think roughly 7,000 Australian dollars a month. So the rest of you guys can figure out what that is in your local currency. So I'm gonna turn this place into a home office. So I really like this. I'm gonna be pumping out fuckloads of content moving forward. Obviously there's a bathroom here, but I kind of want like that to be the background. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna put in a desk and like a nice chair. I've got some good natural lighting coming through here. And this is gonna be kind of like, I guess, the background for most of the YouTube videos, hopefully moving forward, for all the content that I'm putting out. And I guess that's kind of the crib, hey. So I gave up my whole social life. So I just worked every single day, went to the gym, and I didn't have any group chats. Nobody would message me at 8 p.m. to go for dinner. Barely focused at all on girls. I had a bit of fun, of course, because I have needs, but like, was not trying to actively date, was not trying to go out there and get laid as much as I possibly could. Like a lot of my guy friends in their early 20s, I didn't have any like weird, I need to get laid to prove that I'm a man type of complexes that a lot of guys do have in their early 20s and mid 20s. So I just worked. Had no one I could message to go for a run, no one to meet up with to get coffee in the morning, live by myself, and I did that for 6 years. Really the only friends I had was Lucas, my business partner, and my employees, because I hung out with them the most. And that was really good, but I ended up reading a book from Lucas called Die with Zero, written by Bill Perkins, and he basically talks about the utility of money. So I'll be quick with this. he essentially says that when you have money when you're young, it's worth a lot more than when you have money when you're older. So the analogy that hit for me was, because I just sacrificed everything. I'm like, I'm gonna sacrifice everything. I'm gonna party maybe once or twice a month. I went on no vacations, literally no vacations for 6 years, okay? Even though I could. Didn't go on any boys trips, none of that shit. So I had basically no social life for a very long time. And I read that book and I'm like, fuck. Sure, I've sacrificed all this for business, but I'm a boring fucking dude. Like, I don't have many memories, no stories, I haven't traveled anywhere, and I did it all just for business. But what's the point in doing it for business, working so hard and building a life of freedom if you never really take advantage of it? And the example he gave was like, if you go to Japan with your boys on a fun boys trip when you're like 21, 22, you can go there with $3,000, stay in the shittest hostel, party every night, wake up, hit the slopes for 10 hours, do it again, back to back to back, and it cost you $5,000, $3,000, right? But I sacrificed all that. But he said, it's better to do that now and spend the money or waste the money. Then when you hit 30, 32, 35, 40, you've got a life filled with amazing memories and friendships and experiences. Whereas if you sacrifice all that and then go and do it when you're 35, once you've made it, your knees hurt, you have kids, you know, you have to wake up, get the kids ready. You can only hit the slopes 3 times before your knees give out and start hurting and you want to sit down and go to sleep. So it's just not worth it. So then I flipped fully. I left Melbourne. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm just gonna book a one-way ticket to Bali. I don't know anyone there, but I'm gonna make it work and be social and live it up. So I went to Bali, and I've lived in Bali for about last year and a half, maybe 2 years now. I can't remember the exact dates. I'm gonna do another video on Bali. And in Bali, man, I lived it up. Like, made so many amazing friends. All of my best friends are from Bali now. I'm gonna be going back to visit them quite frequently for sure. However, I got too social. Over the year and a half, I went to the other end. In Bali, like, there's something happening every single night. Always someone to play paddle with. There's dinners every night. Dinners turn into drinks. Drinks turn into $4,000 at a club, at a table, turns into a late morning. And so by the end of it, I had so much social stuff in Bali happening, I felt like it was a bit distracting. Now, on the business side of things, so when I moved to Bali, we had Veritas, our B2B agency, and Scale Smart, our B2C learning business. The model for scaling to high levels is better in an info product. So I focused on that. We ended up hitting $1 million. Our first $1 million month, around about July. There's a video on my channel, me breaking down the lessons and everything like that. So I was still definitely working hard in Bali. I was working really hard. And in Bali, through our friendship group, I ended up meeting someone who introduced me to a new business model called government contracting for the United States government. If you've seen the movie War Dogs with Miles Teller and Jonah Hill, fucking awesome, hilarious movie, by the way. It's exactly like that. So the US government spends like $2 trillion a year, something stupid, on contracting. So there's a website called sam.gov. They go there, post contracts that need to be fulfilled. Then people like me can bid on it. We win the contract and we outsource the work. So for example, I'll put the details up here. We won a $1.4 million contract USD for pouring concrete. Right, so we go, I call up, I see the contract for concreting, I call up a bunch of suppliers in America who are concreting companies, get a quote from them, add a markup, bid on the contract. If we win it, I outsource the work to them, make my margin, right? Pretty simple. Obviously there's a bit more to do it to be successful, but it's basically what it is. And I have no passion for that. Super fucking boring. It's actually a pain in the ass to do it, but huge money. So anyway, all of us got involved in it. We started building it up and we were very, very successful, like quite quickly. However, it turned out that one of our best friends was a piece of shit, pond scum, oxygen thief, human being. Now, I'm not gonna reveal the person in this video, go into any of the details at the moment, but it turned out one of our best friends scammed us, which was a pretty crazy fucking situation. And so the team for the government contracting stuff we were doing, that got put on ice, and the US government also went through the biggest lockdown due to not being able to agree on a budget in history. I think it was like over 35 days or something ridiculous like that. So that got put on pause. And when all of this was happening, you know, finding out about our friend and all this stuff, all these different meetings, I just felt Bali had gotten a bit heavy, and I missed this. I missed the the nothing. I missed the waking up and having no distractions and no one messaging me to go to dinner and no one messaging me to have a breakfast and stuff. And so I kind of did the solo thing. I went and did the social thing, and now Koh Samui for me is going back into the solo thing. So when we started launching the GovCon business, I exited Veritas Digital, I exited ScaleSmart. So I'm no longer a part of those businesses. Went to government contracting. Now the government contracting stuff is still a little bit quiet because of the the budgeting being quiet. So contracts are slow to roll out at the moment. They're a bit slower to get paid. So what am I doing moving forward? What is this video about? What is the content about on this channel going to be moving forward? I'm so fucking excited to share this with you guys. So for the past 10 years, my skill set that I've been mastering, loving, doing every day is essentially marketing and sales for online high-ticket businesses, okay? And I scaled my own business to $1 million a month. I've scaled so many other businesses. I've been featured in the news for generating our clients $325 million in sales, a bunch of other cool buzzwords, took our team on a $100,000 Bali vacation. And I'm gonna be revealing all the secrets that I use to do that here on this YouTube channel for free, okay? Here's why. So the government contracting stuff, that's where you can make big money, but to be honest, I have no passion at all when it comes to government contracting. It fucking sucks. It's like glorified paper pushing. Selling to the government and delivering with the government is a huge pain in the ass. All the legal agreements, all the systems and processes you have to go through, it sucks. So I have no passion there, and I don't want to feel like I've wasted 10 years learning how to build high-ticket sales call funnels, automated webinars, train and recruit amazing salespeople, build awesome cultures. And so I'm going to be sharing how to do all of that and how I've done it for myself and my clients that I work with here for free on the YouTube channel. And then anyone who watches those videos and your business is something that I can actually help, you can reach out to me and you can either pay me directly for consulting, or if you have a really, really ambitious founder and you're absolutely crushing it, I can come in on a revenue share model, do all the work for you and just take a percentage of the revenue that I help you create. So that's kind of the plan right now. On this channel, 80% of my content moving forward is going to be me showing you me building very successful online high-ticket businesses. Because when you make a claim like, I built my business to $1 million a month, man, there's so many fucking plebs out there at the moment on the internet talking about all the bullshit that they haven't done, right? And just word vomiting on the page. I'm so sick of those people. I'm sure you're sick of them. So the good news is, if I can build $1 million a month business, why don't I just do it again live in multiple niches in front of you? So that's what I'm gonna be doing. So I've already started a actual playlist with Marshall Tan Fitness Coach. I'm gonna be doing it for a trading algorithm. Who else have got? Dating coaches, wellness coaches. I'm just gonna be doing it live on my YouTube channel. So you can see it's going to 100K, 200K, 500K a month, sharing the things obviously my clients are okay with me sharing. And I hope you get massive value out of that. So that's kind of the plan moving forward. I'm going back into my lock-in mode. I'm gonna be sharing some other content just so you guys can get to know me. Obviously I love tattoos. I love crispy beats. I love running, going to the gym. I like sharing a lot of the mistakes and the identity transformations and the personal development and the leveling up, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna lock in. That's gonna be my studio. I'm gonna be pumping out content. If you have a high-ticket business and wanna work with me, just click the button below, fill out an application, we can have a chat. Once the government is a bit more active, I'm gonna be jumping back into that. So enjoy the content now. I'm gonna try and keep the content as consistent as I can, even when the government's exploding again. And yeah, just appreciate you guys following the journey. Wanted to give you a raw, candid, honest update. If you're looking forward to the videos moving forward, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you next one. Bye for now. Let's go!